Welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be celebrating this channel reaching and surpassing 300,000 YouTube subscribers. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. We're going to spend the next hour celebrating that. And just strap in. We're going to have some fun. Go ahead and cue the temporary theme song. It's Sunday. Inspiration Live. Yeehaw! It's Sunday, Inspiration Live. It's Sunday, Inspiration Live. Catchy little ditty. It's Sunday, Inspiration Live. And now, here are your hosts, Bob Baker and Pooki Lee. Well, partially that's true. I am Bob Baker. That is Keone. But we are missing, once again, Pooki Lee. She is at some kind of a camping situation near Kansas City. And it's getting pretty chilly here in the Midwest. But her sister actually flew in from Hawaii to spend some time with her. And they went to this event. So they left on, I think, Friday morning. And they'll be back this evening. But I'm flying solo here. But that's okay. So the format... Actually, in addition to Pooki being here, the format for this one's going to be much different than our normal Sunday live streams. In many ways, a number of the regular segments are not going to be on this one because we're celebrating this milestone. So here's what's coming up. I am going to be sharing. I thought I'd take this opportunity of hitting this awesome milestone to share some little known, rarely told stories about the history of this channel. And in particular, I'm going to be highlighting 4 of my most popular videos and just telling a little story behind them each. And so, I think you'll find this interesting. I want to talk about the very first video I ever posted on YouTube, which you might be surprised how long ago that was. I'm going to be talking about the very first affirmation video that I posted. I'm going to be showing you the growth, a graph of the growth over the years, and just kind of lifting the hood. Or whatever, look behind the veil. And so I'll give you some inside scoop on this channel. Why I'm just so grateful that this channel is resonating with so many people around the world. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you're having a good morning. Welcome. As many of you know, we have been streaming live every Sunday morning it's coming up on 2 years. January 1st, it'll be 2 years that we've been doing this consistently every Sunday, with a rare exception. This is actually season 2, episode 41, and somewhere near the end of the year, we'll have our 100th episode overall, we'll be celebrating that one as well. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be sharing those stories, but first, there's something else that I'm going to be doing on this. This was a suggestion. I don't know if she and her husband are in the chat yet this morning. I haven't seen every one, but this is from CEO. So CEO and Andy are regulars here in the chat on Sundays, and we've gotten to know them. They live up in Canada, and CEO has been helping me very part-time. She only has like an hour a week or whatever to devote to it, but she's been helping me with my scheduling and just some other small things. I'm slowly but surely building a small part-time team, and hopefully that will grow over the years because I do a lot of it. I do it mostly myself, but I need to delegate more. So anyway, CEO knew, and her name is XIO, and she's okay with you calling her Chio, but CO is the actual pronunciation. Anyway, she said, "Hey, I got some ideas for your celebration on Sunday for 300,000." This was an idea that she had that I'm gonna run with here. So I like it. So I'm gonna be mentioning this a couple of times between now and the end of the broadcast. This one has to be limited to an hour because it's that Sunday, that one time a month, when I am performing down the street at the Center for Spiritual Living. And so I got to pack up and head over there to also play some music this morning in front of a live audience. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing some giveaways And hope I can explain this concisely and it all makes sense and it's not too complicated. But basically, many of you know, I see some of you right there, like Jillian knows this for sure. Oh, there's a feature within the YouTube live chat here that you can not only leave a comment, which I encourage you to do, but there's also an opportunity to send a little financial donation. It's called a super chat or a super sticker. There's two different options there. One of them gives you like an emoji to go with your monetary donation. The other one gives you a highlighted comment where it'll, for so long, for many seconds or a minute or whatever, it appears at the top of the comments and it is highlighting. And many of you are just automatically do that. You're very generous, and I so appreciate that. So her idea was that here's what's going to happen. Everyone who donates $5 or more through this super chat, super sticker option during this live broadcast is going to get a free digital download package from me. It's going to be a link to a Dropbox folder that has a collection of things like little sample chapters from my audiobooks, some PDFs of sample ebooks, probably certainly some affirmation MP3s, and so I'm just going to put together a little package for you. Just be surprised by the details. But anyone who again, $5 or more with the super chat or the super sticker, you automatically get that. If I recognize you and I know how to reach you, I'm just going to, at some point later today or tomorrow, I will send you a link to that. And if I don't know you, I'm going to have to ask you to contact me to let me know how to email you that information. If you're on my text list, that's another way to get in touch with me. So anyone, $5 or more will get this free digital download package. However, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be the first 20 people who send that $5 or more, I'm going to add them to this sheet. I have 1 through 20 here. I'm going to put your name by each number. And at the end of the broadcast, I'm going to spin a digital wheel and pick 2 people who are going to get physical autographed copies of the book of their choice. And the book that's available in, obviously, in a paperback format will be shipped to you. The thing is, I can only ship these to someone with a U.S. address. International shipping is just too expensive and unreliable. And so if I happen to draw your name and you live outside the country, I'll give you an ebook or audiobook version of one of my books, but then I'll pick someone else's name. I want 2 people who have a U.S. address that I'm shipping to, and I'll autograph whatever that book is. Some of your options are, of course, The Power of Affirmations and Positive Self-Talk. You might also want The Passion Principles. I got a couple of books for creative people. The Passion Principles, 101 Ways to Express Your Creativity and Share It with the World. There's The Empowered Artist, which is a very inspired book. Call to Action for musicians, writers, visual artists, and anyone who wants to make a difference with their creativity. There's some other books too, but that's what's going on. And already we've got some of these things coming in. So what I'm gonna do is they come in, I'm gonna write your name next to your number. We got Sandy. This is gonna be a little complicated for me doing all this without Pooki, but we're gonna do it. Floki the pug, who I know is a human, I believe. Yeah, but I think you're in Canada, aren't you, Floki? Yeah. Smiley. Okay, we got Smiley Girl. I'm gonna have to stay on top of these as they come in and find out who exactly Smiley Girl, Earth Angel is. All right. Oh. And so, cool. Yeah, and so there's one entry per. Yeah, if you have multiple super chats that you send, it doesn't mean you get your name listed again. It's one per person, just so I can, it can be evenly distributed. But I appreciate the extra $10 there to make it there. Yeah, to make it resonate with the 300,000. Floki sends another one. Again, yeah, I just want to be clear that just because you send 2 of them, you'll just be listed once. Oh, wow, look at this. They're coming in fast and furious here. I didn't know this would happen so early. That's awesome. All right, we got Jennifer Nickel. We got Suzanne. All right, cool. So I really appreciate this. Again, even if you don't win the autographed copy of the book, you will get that digital download, and we'll figure out a way to get that email link to you to the Dropbox folder of digital goodies. All right, so I will keep an eye on those and write them down as they come in. But let's jump into this, since I got an hour and a lot to cover here. Let's start talking about you know what. Yeah, 4.99 is close enough to 5. That'll definitely work. Okay, KSR Sunset. We got Jillian, who's always so generous on these Sunday mornings. Man, oh man, I can tell I'm going to be. So already we've got 7 names. So the first 20 people will be entered into the raffle for the autographed physical book, and then anyone else who comes in after that, I'll still write down, and you'll still get even over if we go beyond 20, you'll still get that digital download package. Again, it's a Dropbox folder. That's okay. So I know not all of you have that access and have the bank account hooked up. So my apologies, but that's the best way for me to do this. So at some point I'm gonna have to talk about the videos. Oh my God, they're coming in fast and furious now. Nunya, thank you so much. We got Lori. All right, awesome. That's 9 people now that are on that list of 20. So we'll keep it going. And who knows? Maybe I'll do an extra one, or maybe I'll go beyond 20. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. As I want to reward you all for your generosity. But right now, I'm going to turn my attention to this story about. So yeah, make sure I come back and get all your names. I don't want to stop every 2 seconds. Oh my God, look at this! I will grab these really. Really quickly. I actually need another person just to keep track of the names. I probably should have assigned somebody to do that. We got Deanne. We got Terry. All right. Swinson. All right. Very cool. Now we're at 11. Oh my gosh. Very cool. Thank you so much. So a little bit of history about, and I'm going to come back and catch up on these as they come in, but I need to turn my focus to the matter at hand is celebrating this 300,000. So a lot of you don't know that. So this YouTube or this affirmation era of my life only started 5 or 6 years ago. I'm going to show you a screenshot of the first video that I did in that realm. But I've been on YouTube for actually 16 and a half years. I got on in 2006, which was actually the second year that YouTube was even in existence. I think it launched in 2005. I got an account in 2006. I think that was even right before, it was before Google purchased it. So it was still its own kind of independent entity. So I'm going to show you some screenshots. This is the very first video that I ever posted, and you can tell how grainy it is. I was using, I think, iMovie. I mean, it's really a low quality, video. I was just using whatever I had at the time. The 3-step formula for creative success. And look at that, the date is May 1st, 2006, which if I'm not mistaken is, isn't that 16 and a half years ago? Pretty amazing. And at that time, I was, my online identity was primarily catering to musicians and creative people. That was it started off just catering to musicians, and my early books starting in the 90s through the 2000s were on music marketing, and I kind of established myself early on in the internet as a resource and an expert, I guess, in that category. And then I expanded that to have books and cater to people of all creative types, because I'm a creative person myself, and do a lot of things in the arts, music, the written word. I do visual art, theater, improv. So I had this fondness for and an intimate knowledge of the arts, and so that was my identity online for a long time. So this first one was, not surprisingly, geared for creative people in general. The interesting thing about this is if you may, in this video, the 3-step process refers to something that's totally tied into self-development. It's the be, do, have principle. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But so it's kind of interesting to me that my very first YouTube video had something to do with personal empowerment. It was geared toward creative people, and it wasn't affirmation based, but it was sort of in this inspirational realm. So I guess I have been consistent all these years. I was going to write down some of the new donations that have come in here. We got Sandy. All right, I'm just make sure we don't have any duplicates here. Thank you so much. You're number 12. Sandy, Vasiliki, thank you so much. It's awesome. Oh, and here we go. Cynthia. Vivian's. All right, Mountain. We're into 14. Again, if this really goes crazy, I'll start maybe a second list beyond 20. I have this digital spinning wheel that you press a button and it spins and it randomly hits a number, and it goes up to 20. So that's why I had a limited using this. Oh, I need to actually pull that up, and I'll do that. But we'll do that toward the end of the broadcast. But if we go beyond 20, I may do a second one on whatever that extra number is, or split them. I don't know. We'll figure it out here. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got another new one here. Nope, that's Cynthia. Oh, Showalter Photography. Oh, all right. Again, the drawing is going to be for 2 autographed copies of physical books, but I can only ship those to a U.S. address. If you're outside the U.S. and your name gets pulled, I'll send you a full ebook or audiobook as long as I have those formats available in whatever title of mine that you want. And then, but if you're in the U.S., you can. And some of you already have a lot of the books. Some of the books that I have, so you can pick another one that speaks to you. Crystal, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate that. And we got Jennifer Ortez. All right, awesome. Wow, I got 17 now. So that didn't take long. It's not going to take long to fill up this 20. So it looks like I'm going to be spilling over into an extra one. All right, so there we go. That was the very first video. Let me see here. So that was 2006. So for the first 10 years that I was on YouTube, from 2006 to 2016, I was posting a whole hodgepodge of videos related to the things that I was doing. It was related to my books for musicians and creative people. It's related to my music. I did stuff with family events, some of my comedy. It was just a whole hodgepodge of things that reflected my life. So I was active. I posted a lot of videos over, not consistently, but over those 10 years, there's probably hundreds of videos that got posted. But I was really inconsistent. Wasn't very focused. I wasn't really taking YouTube seriously. I mean, I knew the power of video, but it just wasn't really focused on YouTube. But still, the channel, I was reaching some people. Don Little, thank you very much. Karen C is now 19, so we're on the verge of having those first 20 filled out. And again, I have a feeling I'm going to be going into a second list of 20. So yes, and I will explain why these people are donating so ferociously here if you missed it early on. And so anyway, those first 10 years, and then I posted my first affirmation video in December of 2016. So the very first one was this one right here, which is a 10-minute guided meditation to attract money now. That was December 3rd of 2016. So coming up, it'll be 6 years. Wow, I can't believe that. It'll be 6 years. This was the first video recording that I posted on YouTube that actually had my voice doing affirmations and leaving space for people to repeat it back to themselves. And the story here was that I've been self-employed for much of my adult life. And as you know, that entrepreneurial path is kind of a roller coaster. Things are up, things are down. You have to pivot. And so 2016 was a year of when things were shifting and financially things were very tight. And I was also kind of losing my mojo a little bit. I had been doing this work in the realm of music marketing and for creatives for a long time. I still love talking to creative people and inspiring them. But I was a combination of some financial scarcity and in that responsible part of my brain, warning signs were going off. You got to do something to, continue to stay in the house and pay the bills and all that stuff. But I was also sort of like looking for a new challenge, and I was just in a place where I needed to improve my my mindset around this stuff. So I was seeking out affirmations and using YouTube for a lot of spoken word stuff in particular, which I still do. But I wasn't really happy with what I was finding. I just didn't like the voice of the person or the background music. I've told this story before. Background music, maybe it was too loud or too busy or, and if I'm distracted by those things or I'm distracted by the way the person is speaking, I can't get into the vibe of what my intention is to listen to that recording. So I thought to myself, well, maybe I can do this. And I actually was not finding the type of recordings and programs that I wanted. And so I said, I'm just going to create my own like system, my own recording, and I started like recording my own affirmations using my own voice. I know it's a little weird listening to my own voice, but it was at least I could create what I was looking for. And I also wanted it to involve like meditation and visualization and journaling and all this stuff. So I started creating this little thing for myself. And then the entrepreneur in me, because at that point I had published a lot of books and different workshops and things. I said, well, if I'm creating this for myself, maybe I should formalize this a little more. And if it works for me, maybe I'll just, at some point, I didn't even know when, it wasn't like a high priority thing. I said, maybe I could offer this to the public too. So I got a little bit more polished with recording the audios and creating these worksheets and stuff that went with it. And again, this was in late 2016. And then once I had created this stuff for myself to start listening to, I chose one of the days. I think this was day 3. There was a 7. Some of you already actually taken this. It's called the 21-day. What is it? Money attraction or abundance and money attraction brain boost. And it consists of 7 10-minute audios that you listen to 3 weeks in a row for a total of 21 days. And I took, I think, day 3 and posted it. This is on December 3rd, 2016. That was my very first affirmation video. And I think a couple weeks later, I took another day 5 or something, and posted it. But it was sort of like a very sideline thing that I was doing. And I actually kind of got away from it. And it was some weeks, like a month later or something, I checked my analytics, my stats, and saw that these videos were getting more views than my typical stuff related to my books and creativity and music and all that good stuff. Let's see here. So Brianna, thank you so much for your super sticker. Yeah, you haven't been highlighting these because they've been coming in so fast and furious. But yeah, to be able to I did state up front that for the drawing, it'd be $5 or more for the super sticker or super chat. But but I appreciate you all chiming in with this. So anyway, so those are my first 2 affirmation videos that came up. But again, they were coming up on 6 years ago. I want to show you a graph here. And I didn't go all the way back to 2006. I actually started from the beginning. This is just showing subscriber count from the beginning of 2016 to just a couple of days ago. I took this screenshot. So you can see it's up there, 300,000. But in 2016, I kind of looked at my stats because I wanted to confirm these numbers. But at the beginning of 2016, I had like 3,200, so 3,200 subscribers. By the end of 2016, when I posted that first video, it was like 38 or 39. I was just shy of 4,000 subscribers. And even though I posted those and I saw that there was some growth there, or there was an interest in it, I still, throughout 2017, didn't post a whole lot of my own. It was very sporadic. Every month or 2 months, I would post something, and toward the end of the year, I started ramping up. So you can see there again that graph on the very left there with 2016 is where I started off, where I was with not even 4,000 subscribers. Started doing a little more of that work. You can see a little bit of uptick toward the end of 17, and then in 2018 is when things definitely started climbing. 2019, big increase there. And it pretty much, as you see that upward line all the way up to the current 300,000. And so again, while I had hopes that the channel would grow, I just never anticipated that it would get to these numbers. I was thrilled when I remember getting to 20,000 subscribers. There was this period of growth where it was doubling every 6 months. I remember hitting 20,000 and going, wow, that's cool. 6 months later, it was 40,000. 6 months after that, it was 80,000. And then at some point soon after that, I hit the 100,000 mark, which is where they send you a silver plaque, which is behind me somewhere there. Maybe I'll grab it. It's at some point. So, but that was 100,000, and now I'm 200,000 beyond that. But I never saw this stage of my life coming. There was no business plan. There was no, 3-year plan to grow this thing. However, when I noticed, especially at the end of 2017, going into 2018, I saw, wow, this is really. I started taking it more seriously and really researching best practices for YouTube and just really experimenting and increasing my frequency, still not even probably weekly, but then the more and more I saw the growth and the response, the positive response from people, and the difference that I was making in people's lives. That's what really fueled me, and I just continued to create these videos. And so, yeah. So I tell you what, I haven't been paying attention. Thank you all for the kind words there. I haven't been looking at all of the comments. So, but if you have, I don't know how much time I'm going to have to answer, but if you have questions, especially simple, specific questions about the YouTube channel, or what I've done here, feel free. Feel free to leave those questions about the YouTube channel, not just about life in general. Yeah, I would be happy to try to answer those as time allows. I think we have now. All right, Brianna, you got in at the number 20 spot. Yay. So we have those first 20 spots filled. I'm going to see if maybe I'll figure out a way to do another segment here. So keep them coming. So no matter, even though so everyone who donates $5 or more will get this digital package. In case you missed it earlier, I guess I could tell you now. Anyone who donates $5 or more through the super chat or super sticker function here will get I'll email you a link to a Dropbox folder with a collection of resources. They're going to be sample chapters from my audiobooks, samples from some ebooks, some affirmation things, just as my way of saying thanks for supporting the channel and participating in this. And then I'm going to pick two, well, maybe three now. I'm going to pick two or three people who are going to get autographed physical copies as long as you shipping to a U.S. address. I'm just not able to. It just is not feasible or very affordable or reliable to ship outside of the U.S. And so if you do get your name gets pulled and you're on that and you're outside of the country, then I'll figure out, I'll get you I'll get you an ebook or a full audiobook. I'll get you something digital that I can send to you. If we're not connected by email or text and you win, or actually you donated, reach out to me so I know where to send your stuff. I know a lot of these people and how to reach them, but some of you I don't. So you're going to have to take it upon yourself to reach out to me to say, hey, I donated the $5 and here's my email. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's see here. Just let me see. Yep. It's funny. Yeah. Keone looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup. That is true. He's just floating there. I thought I would use the thumbnail of this video with the 300,000 as the backdrop for today. Let's see here. This is cool. All powerful purpose. I listen to your morning affirmations daily. My 2-year-old started to repeat them too. That is awesome. I love hearing that. Thank you so much for sharing. That's right. And I just want to give a shout out to real quickly. I've never done this. I want to thank CEO again for recommending that I do this today, but we quickly got 20 people to donate $5 or more to enter this drawing and to get the free digital download. But there's Sandy, Floki, Smiley Girl, Jennifer, Suzanne, KSR, Sunset, Jillian, Nunya, Lori, Deanne, Terry, there's another Sandy, Vasiliki, Cynthia, there's a Showalter, I think photography, Crystal, Jennifer, Dawn, Karen, and Brianna. So Brianna, however you pronounce that. And thank you so much. Keep them coming because you'll still get at least the digital download, and I might do an additional drawing if I get a whole lot more of those in. So, oh boy, we're already halfway through our allotted time. Let's see here. Now I want to show you another slide here. This really blows my mind. But I want to show you these are the 18 most popular videos on my channel. I've sorted them by popularity. And thank you, Mercy. We're going on that overflow list there. Mercy Terrell. Very cool. And so you'll notice that there's 3 rows of 6. These are the 18 videos with the most views, and you'll notice the one at the top left there. It starts with the highest number, 5.9, on the verge of hitting 6 million views for that one video. The next one goes down to 4 million, then 2.5 million, then 2.2 million, and so on down to the one in the 18 slot is 430,000. Yeah, Deanne says I've done all of them. So I'm curious. This would be a nice thing for you to post. Looking at those, are there any that stand out? I'm sure a lot of you have listened to those. Are there any of them? What are some of your favorites from this most popular list? Um, I would love to know, or just what's some of your favorite topics, themes that you've enjoyed over the years. I would love to know that. As this is helpful and kind of steering me in what to create more of. Crystal says I do the bedtime meditation at least 2 times a week. Is it that particular one there? Because yeah, I've done. I guess there's 2 bedtime ones that fall into that top 18. I'm really thrilled about the that. Some of you know that we've started to put money. I mean, I've started to put affirmations or sing over beats, and we've created musical affirmations. And I was really thrilled that the money is coming to me now. One has got almost 500,000 views, and it made it onto this list. I think it's the only music-related one that's on this particular list, but there are others further on down the line. But yeah, so there they are, and I'm going to be highlighting. I'm going to come back, and one by one, I'm going to talk about the top 4. Just tell you a little story about those, and yeah, as we go, and maybe I'll jump into that right now. I am going to play a song, a pre-recorded song, to give me a break. The 20-minute one, Crystal says. Cool. Let me see. Both of the versions. Danielle says morning I am affirmations. Cynthia says the 10 most powerful affirmations of all time. Let me get rid of that. There. Okay, cool. Jennifer says a morning confidence affirmation, but every single one of them is amazing. Oh, you are so sweet. 10 most powerful. Let's see here. Oh, hi, Lisa. Morning gratitude affirmations for 21 days where I started listening. Cindy says, I listen to the morning meditation for an amazing day every day. I don't think it made it on the list. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely favorites that maybe it's your personal favorites, but they may not be overall. And and so the 21-day money manifestations. Thank you, Maritza. Terry says, I do the first one every day on my drive into the office. Oh, the most popular one? Okay, cool. Morning gratitude meditation. I do the morning affirmation to attract wealth and abundance. It's helped a lot. Thank you, Dawn. Brianna says, I've listened to quite a few. They're wonderful. Oh, thanks. Cherie says gratitude affirmations. Lori does the 7-day money challenge with music. Oh yeah, that was an experiment. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I've actually got some negative comments about when you started singing them. Oh my god. Clara likes the morning meditations. All right, cool. Oh yeah, and sometimes I often pay tribute to people like Louise Hay. I use my own voice, but I pay tribute to Louise Hay, and there's a Wayne Dyer one. So glad you enjoyed that one. Well, thank you for the compliment on my voice. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and Pookie's doing there's a sprinkling of ones that you have Pookie's voice on my channel, but she's getting more active on her own channel. There's a link to her channel in the description of this video that I encourage you to go. And yeah, I think she's like at 11 or 1,200 subscribers now, and so go and support her channel as well. Pooki Lee. I like the interview one on your podcast that gets you answering questions about your own awesomeness. Yeah, those are called affirmations. I think Pooki called them ask formations, where you answer a series of questions, assuming that you're already. Yeah, look those up. They're really cool, and I'm glad because I'm always looking for ways to mix things up. So let's see here. Look at the time. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is play a song, give myself a breather, and then I'm not going to play it live. That's one thing. I don't even have the guitar set up here because it's all packed up and ready to go to the Center for Spiritual Living. And Michelle, let me get some of these. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add more of these while this song is playing. Thank you, Michelle. CO, I mentioned your name earlier about your idea for the raffle for the free stuff. In case you missed that, there she is right there. XIO. You can call her Chio, but it's actually CO. Yeah, her and Andy are awesome up in Canada there. So I already got more than 20 people who have who have sent their $5 or more super chat. So thank you for that suggestion. I gave you a shout out for that. So what am I doing here? Okay, I'm going to play a song. This is something that Pooki and I recorded, I don't know, I think earlier this year or last year. It was actually live at the Center for Spiritual Living. It's one of our, well, I talk about it at the beginning. This is a live performance. I'm going to give myself a little break, get caught up on some stuff, come back and share some more insights into the most popular videos. So stick around, enjoy this live rendition of Love is the Word. And Pooki was on fire this morning. So yeah, you could just sense her energy as always. So enjoy this.
What a great message. Wow. We have the power. Within our own being, we have the power to transform this world. Don't forget that. You are powerful. You are significant. You matter. Ooh, never more than now, baby. I'm telling you, love is, we just got to keep on loving people. Just keep on loving people. It doesn't even matter. Like this whole divide thing. It's love. 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 Love.
Did you just say the word love?
Ooh, what are we going to do? We're going to sing about
Wow, it ties right
my
into this next song.
Subject.
Here's an oldie but goodie. This is one of the first original songs that Pooki and I collaborated on a long time ago. You may have heard it before.
We had dark hair then.
You're going to hear it again. I woke up this morning, something wasn't right. My life was out of balance, I couldn't see the light. I called up my minister, told her of my dread. Without missing one beat, this is what she said. Love is the word.
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 Love is the word. You got the word now, right? You know what the word is, right? Well, I went to the doctor 'cause I was feeling bad. Sickness all inside me, I thought I was going mad. I asked for a prescription, he handed me a note. I was so surprised to see just what that doctor wrote.
Love is the word.
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 L-O-V-E is the W-O-R-D. L-O-V-E is the W-O-R-D. Say that. Love, love, love.
Is the W-O-R-D. L-O-V-E is the W-O-R-D.
When I went to a psychic to have my fortune told, to see into the future and how it will unfold. But she just shook her head, put away her tarot cards, looked me in the eye and said,
Man, it ain't that hard.
love is the word.
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 I'm talking about
Love is the
love.
word.
Love, 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 love.
Love is the word.
I'm talking about
Love is the word. Love is the word.
I'm talking about
Love is the word.
Love, 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 love.
Love is the word.
I'm talking about
Love is the word.
That's it.
Thank
That's
you.
all you need to know. That's it. That's the only thing you need to know. Love, love, love is the word.
Thank you, Pooki and Bob. Oh, that's so fun. I love that song. Didn't you write that about 10 years ago? It may be longer. Wow.
There you go. Love is the word. Live rendition at the Center for Spiritual Living, where I'll be headed pretty shortly to perform this month. Got a few of our singers coming to back me up on a couple of songs. A little choir that we've had going for some years, and just recently started getting back together after 2.5 years. So thank you, Holly and Michelle and Mercy, for your you're in the overflow group here. So all of you, $5 or more through the super chat, what do you call that? Super chat or super sticker will get a free some download of some digital goodies from me. And then 2 or maybe 3 people are going to get a physical copy if I'm shipping to a U.S. address. That I will be randomly pulling those numbers at the very end of the broadcast, which is coming up in about 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to continue the story of some of the most popular videos if you are ready for that. And so let's see here. I already showed you this. Yeah, the 18 most popular ones. But let's start with the number 1 video. This nearly 6 million views. I don't know. It's probably going to be hitting it pretty shortly here. And it just blows my mind, that one video, because there's like 46 million views across the entire channel over the 16 and a half years. So this one has nearly 6 of those 46 just with this video alone. And so with YouTube, as with anything else, there's no even distribution of wealth or even distribution of attention. There's always a handful of things that are going to stand out and do really well, and the rest will be somewhere in the middle. And then there are a lot of duds too. And in fact, these live broadcasts are some of my lowest performing videos as far as views go. They average anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 views, which is really low for my channel. But we continue to do them because we enjoy doing this live every Sunday, and it's the community that we're building. I would rather have these strong connections with a couple thousand people than have maybe a more distant one with millions or whatever. Now, that's not necessarily 6 million people that have watched this, because a lot of people, like a lot of you, will return to it time after time. So I have no idea of the unique number of unique viewers. But this one was posted June 2nd, 2018. So that is over 4 years ago. And this was like the first video that really took off in a big way. Now, there was one that came earlier that I'll show you in a minute here that was actually from late 2017 that has done really well. But I think it was a sleeper. I think it took off later. I have to look at the graphs to confirm that. But it seems that in years past, like sometimes a video could sit there. Sometimes they took off immediately, and sometimes they'd sit there, and like a month or 2 later, they would get into the algorithm and take off. And so it's like, and I never know when I post a video. I mean, I definitely know YouTube far better than I've ever known it. It's nuances and eccentricities. And so sometimes I have an idea. I think this one's going to do well, but I never know until I put it out there and see what YouTube does with it. And how people respond to it. So I'm always surprised. Things that I just kind of throw out there and think that don't have high hopes for it, they do really well. There have been times when I said, "Oh, this is going to be a winner," and it just kind of lies flat, But even the flat ones are still getting, 10, maybe 5, 10, 20,000 views. So again, I'm not complaining at all. It's just very unpredictable. So you just put out, it's just like anything in life. You just put out a lot of stuff, do your best that you can to guess what's going to work. And when you put out a volume of things, there's going to be things that hit and are successful. So this obviously did that. I also tapped into, I knew that that Oprah Winfrey and Deepak Chopra did these 21-day meditation challenges, and a lot of people will seek those out on YouTube and search for them, including myself, even though they offer them for free when you sign up for their list or whatever. And so I strategically tapped into that. I made it a 21-day challenge. With a little bit in the back of my mind, tapping into those people that were searching for those 21-day challenges, and yeah, so who knows? It's a combination of the topic, the timing, and the keywords that I used in the title. Whatever it was, this one took off and nearly 6 million views. And the thing I love about YouTube is that, unlike TikTok and Instagram and just about every other social network, is the long shelf life. So to this day, even though this came out over 4 years ago, to this day, like if I look at my stats for this week, this is still getting the most views, and I created it 4 years ago. So YouTube can have a long shelf life that does not happen on TikTok or Twitter or Instagram. And so I'm really spoiled and love YouTube for that reason. Thank you, Joe Mitchell, for your contribution. Really appreciate it. And you get a free digital download in case you weren't here earlier. And maybe we'll be up for the drawing. Let's see how this works out here. So I'm getting more of these than I thought would come in. So that's the story of that video. Yeah, it took off, and again, a little over 4 years ago, and still to this day, one of the most popular videos based on views, etc. So let's go on to the next most popular one. This is the 10 most powerful affirmations of all time. Now, this is newer. This came out in just a little over 2 years ago, August 6th of 2020. And I don't remember what inspired the title, if I was influenced by another title, video title in a different genre. But I know it was kind of a, what do you call it, a sensationalist kind of title, and I said, "What the heck?" I had no idea if it would do well, but this video proved so yeah, I basically took 10 of my favorite affirmations at the time. I had this nice scenic like drone footage of landscapes, and I actually put the text of the affirmations up. Yeah, Dawn, I think others said that they loved this one. It's very popular right now. Over 4 million views, and this video holds the record for the video that got to 1 million views faster than any other. Like some of these others that are over 1 million, it took years to get there. It might have taken 2 years to finally hit the 1 million mark. This was like 4 or 5 months, I think. So this was the one that shot up the most. And again, I had no clue. In other videos that I posted around that same time, just we're average. And so thank you very much, Cindy. I appreciate that super chat. You're awesome. So yes, indeed. And so that was the unique thing about this. And then I did an updated version of this, I think last year, where I just tweaked some of the affirmations. I changed the format. The background music was different. I figured, well, if this is a winner, maybe I'll just kind of do an offshoot of it. And that's done really well too. I don't think it made it into that top 18, but it's got hundreds of thousands, or maybe a 250,000 views or something. So sometimes you could piggyback off the success. That's kind of a technique with YouTube. If you find a winner, you do other things around that topic. Like early on, I was experimenting with all kinds of themes and doing evening and the typical like relaxation guided meditations and different things. But the things that took off that people seem to be most interested in was the morning affirmations, and so I doubled down on those. I was no dummy. You do more of what works, what's resonating with people, and do less of what isn't. Sometimes I do things outside of that just because I just think it needs. There's a small. Even though it's a smaller group of people, they need to hear those things, and there's a need for it, just maybe on a smaller level. And so yeah, you got to put out a variety of stuff, and there's different motivations for why you're creating different videos. CO, thank you very much for that. And again, thank you for your help with my schedule, which I gave you some props for earlier, and thank you for the idea to do this drawing thing. And I'm going to use the digital the digital spin the wheel that she sent me too. All right, guys, keep an eye on the time here. Let's go to the number 3 video. So this is an interesting one. This is also from the fall of 2018. So what is that? That's almost like exactly 4 years ago, coming up soon, later this month. So this one was unique because it was the first video, as I recall, at least in the affirmation realm, where I didn't use a script. I didn't have a list of affirmations. It was, I don't know if I had recorded some other stuff and I was warmed up or what inspired me, but I remember I wanted to do more of a meditation. I think there's some affirmations in here, but it's more of a, like waking up in the morning and expressing your gratitude. And I had no script. I just hit record and I just let inspiration guide me. And then went back and, edited out some clunky parts or whatever, and put this up with some background music. Again, the first I'd done other non-scripted things related to my books and things like that, but as far as the affirmations, this was the first time where I didn't have my list that I was reading, and just kind of free-formed it. And it ended up being very popular. Yeah, so 2.5 million views. I think that's the third most popular video on the channel, and I think a number of you are listened to that and have liked it. Yeah, so some of you are asking where Pooki is. She's in Kansas City, or in the Kansas City area. She's camping with her sister at some kind of yoga rejuvenation event there. And so she will be, well, And next Sunday, just as an FYI, we're going to be broadcasting live from Mexico. On Wednesday, we leave from Mexico for going to the Cancun Tulum area. It's called a Riviera Maya, a little strip there, and that's where we'll be. And so, as long as we have good Wi-Fi, we'll be coming to you live from Mexico. So she travels, and we're going together on that trip. But she does so much traveling in addition to the stuff we do together. So that's where she is. And so, yeah, sending her love. Update on the RV fund. I got to do this quickly. We were originally going to rent an RV in Florida. A number of things changed. Not only the hurricane, but there was there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to rent an RV. And so the current plan is we have a friend who's just obtained an RV who's going to let us borrow one at some point in the future, so we don't have to go through all the hoops and all that and the expense of renting one for a couple of days. So we are going to have this RV like test run with a friend's RV. That's the plan at this point, and we're definitely going to be taking a lot of photos and videos when that happens. It's not on the calendar yet, but yeah, so the RV is still in our still something that we are going to make happen in one way or the other. Thank you so much. I'm not able to acknowledge other comments because I got to keep this one short and head off to the Center for Spiritual Living. But I'm going to look at a lot of these later because you're talking about your favorite affirmations. How long? Oh, the question Melody asked: how long does it take to create an affirmation video? It's actually, there's a bit of time. I've certainly been doing this for so long that I've got my workflow down. The typical way. Just to record the raw, first of all, there's a little time. I need to come up with a title. I usually start with a title, a theme. And then if I'm writing out like new affirmations, they might take me an hour or less to do the research on figuring out a title and then just typing out the affirmations for that particular video. I determine how long, do I want it to be. And then recording the raw footage. Yeah, that can take... And and I don't track this, so I'm probably underestimating, how long it takes. But there's the writing part of it, and then there's the recording the raw footage. If I have time, sometimes I do the editing myself, but I'm trying to get in the habit of sending off then the raw of audio to an editor friend of mine, who I pay, and he cleans it up, sends it back to me, and then I have to go in and spend time with the spacing because I like to have enough space after each affirmation for people to repeat it without it being too long, without it cutting them off. That actually takes a lot of time, just like listening to this and going, am I giving them enough time? I try to imagine that I'm listening to it and repeating it back to myself, and I have to keep adjusting those times to a sweet spot, where as soon as you're finished with the one, and you've had a minute or second to let it sink in, then the next one comes in, and that's an art and a science on its own. So actually because a lot of people listen more than they watch these videos. So I spend more time on the audio content than I do on the video, although the video, I think quality has really improved over the years. Some of those early videos are really kind of cheesy looking, to be honest, but I got them out there, and like I said, they're still doing well. I do most of the video editing, and that can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the complication of the video aspect of it. And then there's the uploading of it. There's making sure the description, the tags, I've got all that stuff in order. That takes, that's a good half hour, 45 minutes just putting up. So I guess there's some hours that go into definitely each one. So thanks for asking that. But that's a really quick overview of my workflow. So I already showed that one, right? Yeah. So that was, I'm going to show you now the number 4 video. This one is actually predated the most popular one. It came out in late 2017. So I mentioned first affirmation videos were at the end of 2016. 2017, I really wasn't really taking it seriously, wasn't posting very frequently, but toward the end of the year, I was starting to ramp things up. And I did this one this morning, I am affirmations to start your day, another 21-day challenge. And you see there in the description, I kind of tie into people that were better known at this thing: Abraham Hicks, Louise Hay, Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer. I just kind of threw their names in there just in case it helped attract, fans of those people, although it used my voice. And so this the interesting thing about this one, and some of you may know this, is I think when I was creating my list, my script, if you will. It starts off with just random, I am this, I am that, I am, I'm just trying to think of what do people need to hear in the morning or say to themselves. And at some point, I used an online thesaurus. I was trying to look at other ways to say these things because I was kind of running out of ways to, And so I came up with all these. Was it adjectives or adverbs or verbs or whatever? And they ended up being like in alphabetical order. I don't think I intended that, but at some point, like a third of the way into it, all my affirmations, they start from the letter A and they go all the way up to Z. I think it ends with "I am zesty" or something like that. And a number of people over the years, how many of you put in the chat here if you remember hearing that and that you realize at some point this is in alphabetical order. So a lot of people like this realization, and so yeah, that was the funny thing about that is that so things are in alphabetical order in that one. At a certain point, it doesn't start off that way, but like a third or 40% of the way in, that's what it does. And so those are the stories of my 4 most popular videos. And you can go to any YouTube channel, including mine, and go to the videos tab, and then you can sort it by either like the most current ones. You could go back and if you could sort it by the oldest ones. So if you can go back to the beginning, I know Deanne is pretty much going back to the beginning and listen to most of our videos, hundreds of them over the years. So she's heard the whole archive there. I am zesty. I am yummy. Yeah, that one was in there too. People crack up, but yeah. Or you can sort it by most popular, most views. So you can see that list of 18 and some of the others. And so what was I going to say about that? I have to say the Patreon. Oh, good. Nita said that the Patreon session yesterday held. In fact, I wasn't sure if I was going to have time to post this, but since you brought it up, Nita, yes, this is a screenshot from our Patreon call yesterday. So, we have monthly calls with our Patreon supporters. It's another way that you can kind of get into a community of like-minded people, and there's some happy, smiling faces. Some of them are in the chat this morning. There's Anita, there's Vasiliki, there's Deanne and Holly, Jennifer, Lisa, Crystal, you're all here. Is Danielle here too? I think so. And so, then you can learn more about that. Where is the page? Patreon.com/Bob Baker. But Pooki and I where is that? There we go. There's that. Hang on a second. I got to push all these buttons here. Patreon.com/Bob Baker to learn more about that. Become part of the family there. But yeah, that was a really good one. We talked about what was it? That gap between where you are and where you want to be, and how you handle that. Do you let it inspire you? Do you let it paralyze you? And that recording is available to the Patreon members right now. Let's see here. All right, we take that down. So I think, we're coming to the end here. Again, I have to keep this to an hour or so. And so I'm going to have to wrap things up here. Oh, before we do, though, of course, I'm going to have to spin the wheel and pick some winners here. So last chance. Anyone who sends a super chat or a super sticker of $5 or more, everyone who sends something will get a digital download. I'll email you a link to Dropbox. If I'm not connected with you, you're going to have to reach out to me through the contact form on my website at bobbakerinspiration.com. Or if you're on my email list, respond to one of my emails. If you're on my text list, respond to one of my texts, and let me know. Remind me, hey, I submitted a thing, and here's where you can send me that link. So give me a minute here because I did not load the page. But CO, oh wow, Michelle, is just a new Patreon supporter. Thank you so much for that. But CO had sent me, I got to pull up, I got to search this. My apologies for not having it. Here we go. Because I'm going to share my screen when I do this. So give me a second here. Nope. Just bear with me for a second here. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to have a little drum roll. Whoops. All right. So this is an online, let's see how this works. Hopefully this will show. There we go. So this is an online wheel spinner. I'm going to click the spin button, and I got it numbered between 1 and 20. And I'm going to see what numbers come up. I'm going to read off the name for the first number, and hopefully you are in the U.S. And then you'll know that you're a winner of the of one of the autographed copy. And again, if you already have one of our books, 1 or 2, or some of you have 3 or more, there's certainly, I have so many titles that there's something that you don't have that I can send you a physical copy of, and we can autograph it. But if you don't have any, yeah, then you get your choice of one of my physical books. And maybe I will throw in a CD too if you have a CD player. Again, we'll have to. And again, I can only ship the physical products to a U.S. address. But here we go. I'm going to spin the first one. So I've got, and this will be 1 through 20. You see there? Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. A drum roll, please. Here is the first spin. Oh, it's 17. Which is Jennifer Ortez. Yay! Which I'm pretty sure you are in the United States. Jennifer, yeah, so awesome. You are the first winner of the physical product there. Again, these are just winners for the physical product. Everyone who donated, including those of you who went beyond 20, will get the digital down the Dropbox link that I can send you. I'm going to do one more spin here. Congratulate Jennifer if you're still there. Just post something there. You know, I want to see you because we don't have like that wheel. What do you call it? The Price is Right, where they come running down. I'm a winner. Maybe you could do a text chat version of that. I'm going to spin one more time. Let's see what number comes up. I love this digital spin. Oh, that's weird. 16. That's well, you think they'd have more of a variety. Oh my gosh, Crystal Williamson, you just congratulated Jennifer, and you are the other winner. And I know for sure that you are, that you are in the U.S. as well. So our 2 winners, Jennifer and Crystal, yay! Drop it like it's hot, Bob. And I tell you what, I'm so appreciative. I'm going to do a third one. I'm going to do a bonus. I'm going to do a bonus spin here. That's just the kind of guy I am. I feel like I just want to celebrate here. So let's go back. I'm going to do another spin here. All right, ready? Here we go. Let's see if it gets out of the teens maybe. Spin. Here we go. Third winner, bonus winner, number 10. Oh my God, it's Deanne Angel. And I know that you're in the U.S. too. So, oh my God, we got some lucky winners. So, and I'm glad to see some regulars here have won that. So there you go. So thank you so much for all your contributions, and thank you, CO, for that awesome idea to do this. Again, if you donated anything, $5, which all of you did, make sure and reach out to me if we don't have a way to connect to let me know where I can email you a Dropbox link to the digital goodies. That's everyone who contributed, and then the 3 of you I'll be in touch with. I think I know. Jennifer, I'm pretty sure I know how to reach you too. I definitely know how to reach Crystal and Deanne. We'll find out what book you're going to get. And Pooki will be happy to sign that too. We should be able to do that and get those off before we head to Mexico on Wednesday. So this has been awesome. Thank you so much for celebrating with me today. I so appreciate you all. Again, I don't take this success, these numbers, for granted. The numbers are great. They're like nice milestones to confirm that you're reaching people and doing good in the world. But the thing that really drives me, and really lights me up is just knowing that the work that we do is helping people. It's improving your lives. Many of you here in the chat have told me stories about how these things have transformed your lives. You had to do the work. You had to seek them out and put them to use in your life and believe in them. So I want to only take partial credit, but I'm glad that damn it. Oh, sorry to curse here. Bob's Comedy Corner. Should I squeeze that in? Darn it, because it's not going to work next week. Thank you for reminding me. All right, real quick, we got to do this, and then we're going to head out. It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should to be why. Bob's Comedy Corner. I'm just going to have to race off here a little bit quicker than usual. That's right. I had a whole lot of jokes here. These are jokes about YouTube videos. It's a regular segment. I think we would all agree that the main reason that this channel has grown so much is because of this segment right here, Bob's Comedy Corner. So these are jokes about YouTube and YouTubers. And so thank you. Somebody mentioned it there. I totally overlooked this, but I want to squeeze them in because otherwise they'll go to waste. Here we go. The other day, I came across a YouTube video called How to Stop Procrastinating. I saved it to my watch later list. Turn that down a little bit. What did the YouTuber say to his pharmacist? Remember to like, comment, and prescribe. Thank you very much. What is a pirate's favorite type of YouTube channel? Oh, well, ASMR. I'm so glad that we didn't overlook these jokes. Thank you for reminding me. You know, YouTube keeps showing me videos of former vice presidents dancing. It's weird. Former vice presidents dancing. It must be the algorithm. Algorithm. Yes, thank you very much. Did you hear about the YouTube channel that shows boxing matches in reverse? Yep, it features the ultimate unboxing videos. Oops, I hit the wrong sound effect. Should have been that one. Oh my God, that's hilarious. What do you call a satisfied YouTuber? A content creator. Content. Okay, content creator. 2 more, and then we're out of here. Did you hear about the anti-GMO vegan YouTuber who refused to promote her channel with paid ads? Yeah, she wanted to grow organically. And finally, I love how all these young YouTubers are promoting music from the 70s and 80s. I know this because they keep saying, don't forget... They keep saying, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, if I could turn back time. Oh my God, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. I'm getting all flustered here. This has been It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner. All right, now we do officially have to end this. I'm going to be running late here. I love you all. Thank you for letting me do that at the very end, squeezing that in. I'll be in touch with all of the winners. Congratulations, and thank you for being a part of this success story. I don't take it for granted. I love you all, and I'll talk to you again soon. All right, have a great day, great week. Bye for now.